Hey guys, me dude.
And Dad. Dun, dun, dun. And we're back for a special video today. This is going to be our 200 subscriber special. And so yeah, not 100, not 200, not 300,
Actually is here.
but 200. Right, subscriber special. And we thought today we would kind of go back to where it all started for our little channel. At least for the video that started actually getting us some views and some subscribers. And that would have been with this little go-kart right here. For whatever reason, who knows how YouTube really works. But once we put, oh, there goes Boba Fett. Once we put him up on the channel, it pretty much set all records for all of our videos. So like that was the first video to ever get to 100, and then to 500, and then to 1,000, and all the way up to 10,000, and so on and so forth. So anyhow, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Today we're here to review our second go-kart, and this one is a little bit larger than this one. This one is a Trailblazer 200, and this is, you know, I know on the front it says Blackbird SR71, but the actual manufacturer of this go-kart is called a company called Kandi, and this is a 150 cc's adult size go-kart. So it's one of the larger ones that they make in this go-kart style. Two adults can fit in it pretty comfortably up front, and it's got some a pretty good amount of power for a go-kart. As you can see, this one's really dirty. We take it off-road quite a bit.
Well, I did.
But we'll kind of go over it and give you some of our thoughts and impressions. We've owned this one for, gosh, going on 3 years now. And it's been a great little kart for us. So with this one, I guess we'll just start from the front, right, Big?
Yeah.
So it comes with headlights here. There's a little switch in the cab where you can flick those on. It's got the off-road heavy-duty suspension. And the suspension is pretty nice. It's definitely a major upgrade over the suspension over the small Trailblazer here. Of course, this is the racket for the mud flap, but we've lost that one. They're just plastic. That's what it's supposed to look like. And we'll move on around here to the side. 2 seats. Seats are actually pretty nice, even though ours are really dirty. You've got the 5-point harnesses with these, which is great for safety.
Yes,
Safety first.
Yes, the bow damage definitely shows character. Right there.
Right, definitely. Well, yeah, I mean, you're taking these things, off-road in the woods, through the mud, as you can tell ours has been. So yeah, they're gonna get some, some scrapes and nicks.
And this thing definitely looks like it's been through more than the accident.
Yeah. Now with this one, you don't get an adjustable steering wheel, so, and that's really the biggest drawback. Well, and plus the speed. It's not really made for a small child. You probably want to be, I would say, for this car safely, 13 and up. It's probably about the right, age for it. But when we started Boog off with this one, he was about, I guess, 7, 8 years old. And there was just no way he could drive this because when he got in here, his face was pretty much right here at the steering wheel, and that just didn't work. So I had to go with him, that little smaller version there, really just for safety. But now he'll be 13 in about a month, and he can pretty much drive this thing with no problem. So anyhow, so that's kind of the interior. Your gear shifter is down there. It is fully automatic, so basically you just got reverse, neutral, and drive. Like I said, again, it does have reverse, which is great. Got a little electronic readout here. Basically just tells you what gear you're in, and then your key. And this switch here is for your lights up front. And that's it. Pretty basic. The safety rails on the top, there's supposed to be 2 bars that go across here. I bought this one used, and they were missing. So I still need to have that put back on. Like I said, because if you were to roll over, this is the cage that would keep you from getting crushed. So I do got to replace that, but that is missing on this go-kart. But this one, honestly, with such a wide wheelbase, you'd have to be doing something pretty crazy to roll it over. It feels really, really stable when you're, cruising down the trails.
I also been this here too.
Then we'll move on to the back. And this is, of course, the tank. It does go a pretty good ways on a large, on a fill up. When this thing is full, you probably got anywhere from, at least 3 to 4 hours of ride time. So definitely not bad on fuel. I was thinking about starting to drive it to work now that fuel prices have gotten so high. What do you think, babe?
Yeah.
Think I can do it? This little cooler here is, I think, for the engine oil. I believe that's what cools the oil for the engine, this little radiator up top. And this is just a GY6 engine. Really, really popular. I think it's based off of like a Honda engine design. But of course, this is just kind of like the Chinese rip-off version. But it's still a great little engine. Gives you lots of power. And this one is super, super quiet. I'll crank it up here in a minute. You can hear it run. But it's very, very quiet. Another good thing for this as far as safety goes is you have, of course, the large disc brake here in the back. But then you also have mini discs up here on the inside. Get where you can see them. So, disc there, disc there, and then one large one, like I said, right here in the back. So, plenty of stopping power. And just another peek of the really dirty engine. These are not horrible to work on. I've had to make a few repairs, and they are not bad. Definitely have seen worse.
Yes, yeah, it is normally the reason for those.
This is your electronic box. This is your air filter box, which is in there. One thing I will say about this, it's a little hard to find air filters for these things. Took me a little bit the last time I had to replace one. I did end up finding it on Amazon, but wasn't, as readily available as you would think. This older model box that's on here, the filter's just a little rectangle thing, but for whatever reason, a lot of people don't make them. So that is a little tough to find. But your battery compartment is there. And this does not have a pull start. So it is straight up, electric ignition start. So, if you lose your battery, you're pretty much dead in the water. So that is the downside to this particular unit. Now, as far as riding goes, it's a blast. I mean, as you can see, the rear wheel tires are more in than the front. So you do have to remember that when you're riding. You don't have as much clearance up front as you do in the rear.
And
But
a special guest.
oh, and we do have a special guest, Mr. Baggins.
Yes.
Hello, Baggins. Welcome to our 200 subscribers special.
Yep.
Say hi.
He says to subscribe.
Right. So anyway, back to the go-kart. But yeah, riding it goes. Like I said, it is a blast. It will do about well, depending on who's driving it, because it is weight based. But I would say if it's got a 200-pound load, it will do somewhere around 40, 45 miles an hour on pavement. It's going to be less, of course, off road, but that is plenty fast enough for. That's as fast as I would want to go in this thing. Trust me. Do not want to go any faster. And the climbing capability with it, because it's just got a standard rear end, no slip differential or anything like that. But it climbs really, really well. These tires dig in good, and you can get up and over. Starting to get stormy out here. Some really steep hills, fairly easily. I was really shocked at how good it climbs, especially in the mud and in the wet and over, small, trees and sticks and limbs and leaves. Just climbs really, really good. So I was very surprised by that.
And also, Jack gets a lot when he drives. He gets a lot of women driving around asking if he's single.
Oh yes, yes. This is definitely a chick magnet for sure. You'll pick up lots of ladies in this, and yeah, that's like I said, it's made by Kandi, 150 cc's. You will see these in a lot of different, I guess, with a lot of different logos on it. This one just happens to be Blackbird ZR71, but that really means nothing. You'll see them called a dozen different things. I think you can pick this up on Tractor Supply right now, at least tractorsupply.com for about 2,000 and some change.
Mama has made an appearance now.
Like I said, I bought it used probably, I guess, about three years ago or so now, and I gave around $1,000 for it used. And this one was in really, really good shape when we got it. So, you can look around and try to find them used, as long as they haven't been just totally destroyed. You can do all right there. But yeah, for what it is, $2,000 go-kart.
It looks like we have another special guest over here.
It's Mo. I would say I highly
special guest for our 200 subscribers special.
Highly recommend it. You can't do much better for the money. And like I said, other than the air filter, all the parts are readily available on Amazon, easy to get. So lots of videos out there on YouTube on showing you how to repair them. So it's it's all good. I really like it. All right, guys. Well, that's been our 200 subscriber special. Boo, you got anything else to add on this? You've run around it a good bit.
Yeah, definitely not as much as Dad. So he could probably give you an overall his thoughts on it better than I can.
True. Boog has mostly rode this one, and he's just now about to graduate up to something a little bigger. Yeah. And then I'll give you a little sneak peek of what'll be in one of our next videos, our third one over here, which is our newest one.
Again?
Not Baggins. Sorry, let me move the boxes. Still gotta burn some boxes here. But this is our Trailmaster Cheetah 200 EX, and it's only about a year old. Bought it brand new, and it is a ton of fun also, but it does have some differences compared to the Kandi kart we just showed you. So we'll get into that on the next video. But all right, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hey, here's to another 200 subscribers. Right, Boog?
Yeah, and our next goal is by the end of the year, we want to try to make it in between 250 to 300 subscribers.
Right. Help us out. Hit those like buttons and keep watching the videos. Take care, everybody.
Okay, guys, in this video, make sure to subscribe to Big and Dad TV for some more awesome go-kart and other toy fun. Bye!
Bye-bye!